Alright, new day. So, here's what we got going on. I took my car to AutoZone and we got those check engine codes, and I am excited to try and figure out what's wrong with them. So, we got code PO411, which says secondary air injector incorrect upstream flow detected. Then we also have P0303, cylinder number 3 misfire. So, I thought there would be way more, but that's the only thing we have. And then it says that the AutoZone master technicians, whatever, they say inspect the faulty vacuum hoses at air injector systems and repair as necessary. And the other lady said, the lady I was working with said that the number 3 misfiring is something to do with the spark plugs or something else in that area. So I'm gonna look up the codes, I'm gonna do a little research, and then I'm gonna fix them, hopefully. Alright, so I've been trying to figure out how to get my spark plugs off because that's what it is. But my god. Shut the fuck up. Hey, why don't you kill yourself? Okay, so went in for the spark plugs, could not figure out what they were, but I think they're these things. And to get to these things, I don't know why on mine, but I cannot find it on any other model. There's this thing, and this is called the vacuum reservoir. And I already started taking it off, but I mean, I don't know, the engine is really freaking hot, so I have to wait a little bit. So yeah. Okay, it's a very long time later. I had a lot of problems. So first one, here is the the Allen key set that I have. Okay, you see how there's one missing, the 3/16? That is the only one that I needed to get the spark plugs out. So I had to go get some tools, and as I'm leaving, I realized I didn't have a wallet, and I left my wallet at Panera. So I had to drive to Panera, get my wallet, and then I drove and I bought my new Allen key, and I also bought a spark plug socket. And I came back home to work on it, and because I drove for so long, it was really hot for a really long time. So it was probably hot for like an hour, so it was really hard to work on anything. So basically I researched a lot during that time to let it cool off, and I could not find anything on the spark plugs or the vacuum reservoir. It was getting really irritating. So then I finally found something, and I was watching it, and I was doing the steps, and at the minute I try and take the clip out of the spark plug coil, I think that's what it was, like the electrical clip, the thing broke. And I was just like, whatever. So I had my dad help me, and we got the thing off, we got the spark plug out, and that's all we did. We finally got one out, and it took a long time to just like get all the bolts out because they were really stuck, and to just get everything. It was a bad day again. So tomorrow, and yeah, I could continue right now, but there's really no point because we didn't buy any new spark plugs. And I mean, like, my original thing was just to check and see if they were all busted, but we apparently have never replaced them in the first place, so we're just gonna buy new ones tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna put them in. And oh, another thing I did. Okay, so the other check engine code that I was trying to figure out was I think it was P0411, and it's for the secondary air injector, and like that basically just takes out some of the emissions and just pumps them back into the exhaust. It does what every emissions thing does, but apparently it makes it run really bad, and there's like a couple things that could be wrong. It could be just a busted one, but the way to check that is to see if it's leaking air, and mine wasn't leaking air, but it might have water in it. But the only way to check that is to take it all off, and I'm just I'm not going to do that because I think I may have fixed it, but I might not have. So I was checking on all the pipes around it while I was waiting for the thing to cool, and some of the things just weren't pushed in at all. Or I mean, not all. They were pushed in, but they just weren't in, right? So I had one and it was like kind of out and there was like space you could see in, and I was like, okay, and I just pushed it back in, and then I just pushed on all the ones that I could see, and I just hope that works. I hope that fixes it, but the only way to tell is to just go get it scanned again. But yeah, so now I think the final thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wash the carpets in the car, and that's it, because there's no point in doing the spark plugs right now. And yeah,